Hi folks, welcome to Crisco's Corner. Unfiltered commentary. Not your truth, the real truth. Please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, thank you for your support. Hi, welcome back. From Fox News, Pelosi blasts AOC. Squad members in new book. You're not a one-person show, according to reports. A published excerpt from the book recounts Pelosi's palpable anger with members of the squad. Mommy, Grandma's being mean to me again. Well, Alex, you know how she is. Yeah, but I'm really smart, and she won't let me be in charge of anything. She thinks I'm stupid. Well, that's how Grandma is. Come on now, Alex. I don't like it. I always get my way. Well, Alex, you're just going to have to wait until you get a new speaker. Yeah, but she's going to live forever. I'll be 60 before she goes. Now, Alex, don't talk like that. This is basically what this is. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, Democrat California, had some humbling words for New York Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. I still say, though, she has an amazing name. I don't think she could pour the water out of a boot. She probably beats herself at tic-tac-toe. But let's move on. And other members of the so-called squad, according to the details from the forthcoming book. Interesting, though, when she was talking about the squad, you're not a one-person show. I think the squad has 4 of them, so I don't know what the hell she's talking about, but let's continue on. According to excerpts of the book written by award-winning journalist Susan Page, Pelosi adopted a childlike tone when discussing Ocasio-Cortez and gave the following advice to the squad members. You are not a one-person show. This is the Congress of the United States. Mommy, Grandma's being mean to me again. Alex, you know how she gets. It's amazing to me that Nancy Pelosi indirectly is chastising AOC and her squad members for narcissism. You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. It's unbelievable. How could she possibly look down on somebody for narcissistic tendencies? You got to be kidding. Unbelievable. Let's move on. An excerpt from the book published by USA Today, where Page serves as the chief of the Washington Bureau, recounts an interview Page conducted with Pelosi in July 2019 after her dispute with the squad had exploded. That's when Trump's numbers were going up. Looked like he was going to win again. And, of course, we all know the Democrats got one of the biggest gifts in political history. And we'll move on from there without mentioning it. After a dispute with the squad had exploded, her anger at the 4 new progressive congressmen was palpable, Page wrote. As previously reported by Fox News during the 2019 press conference, Pelosi pushed back on questions about President Donald Trump's efforts to characterize the progressive squad members as the face of the Democrat Party. Let's not waste our time on that. Here's the issue. Not just the face of the Democrat Party of the squad. The Democrat Party is them. Some of the backcrap crazy stuff that Nancy Pelosi's uttered out of her mouth just in the last 4 or 5 years. These people are whacked. Maybe she ought to do another ice cream video. Remember that one? When everybody's all locked down and she has, what was it, $17 a pint, whatever the hell it was, ice cream in her brand new freezers, like what they estimate cost between, it was $8,000, $10,000 or some damn thing. Maybe it was more, who knows. Then you look on the right here of the picture, squad member calls for end of U.S. policing, which he says is intentionally racist. So not only we have racists that we don't know about, unconscious racist, I can't even say it straight, unconscious racist, now police are intentionally racist. So what's in the middle there? We know about it sometimes. These people are whacked. Nancy Pelosi is just the tamed down version of these progressive leftist lunatics. At the time, members of the squad were upset with Pelosi, whom they alleged was singling them out because they were women of color. So, the tactics that they're using on Pelosi is the same tactics they used on Trump and anybody else they don't like or disagree with. What did President Obama call it? Circular firing squad. Now, we all know this was back in the summer of 2019 when the economy was booming pre-COVID. Looked like Trump was going to sail right in. And then they got a huge bad piece of luck. I shouldn't say just him. It killed a lot of people. It was a huge piece of bad luck for the country. I think Trump losing was bad luck for the country, but I digress. At the time, members of the squad were upset with Pelosi, whom they alleged was singling them out because of women of color. I have to read that again. Pelosi had made comments about the group's prowess in social media amid their protest of an emergency border aid bill. Spokesman for Pelosi and Ocasio-Cortez did not return to Fox's request for comment about the released details from the book. No, really? They didn't return Fox News' calls? Oh, God. The excerpt published in USA Today details Pelosi's disappointment that Hillary Clinton lost the 2016 election to Donald Trump, allegedly calling his election stunningly scary. Well, that beats the crap out of Russian collusion. The book, Madam Speaker, Nancy Pelosi and the Lessons of Power, is scheduled for release later this month. Oh, I wonder if I could pre-order it. I can't wait to get one. I might use the book to hold up an uneven table leg, but it was based on 150 exclusive interviews, as well as in-depth interviews with the speaker herself, according to the description of the book on Amazon. Wow, she sat down for that many interviews. She's so shy. You really got to pry information out of her. She's very tight-mouthed. These people are nuts. Mommy, Grandma's being mean to me again. She thinks I'm stupid. Well, Alex, you're a little slow. Oh, Mommy, you're being mean to me too. I've got everything I've always wanted. Why won't they give me what I want? I want to be in charge. I'm smart. I'm in Congress, aren't I? Well, yeah, you have a majority in your congressional district, and the guy that was there was lily white as they come and was there for so long he just assumed he was going to win and took you for granted. Yeah, but Mommy, I worked really hard to get that. And then when I got there, they were mean to me. Well, Alex, look, you're just going to have to sell out to big corporations and not complain about the border anymore and children in cages. Now they're on dirt with space blankets. Isn't that better? But, Mommy, it's not better. Alex, just be quiet. Sell out. Get a bunch of money from corporations, big billionaire, multinational corporations, and you'll be okay. All right, Mommy, I will. And that's exactly what she did. She sold out. Just like Bernie Sanders sold out. All of these progressive, leftist, Marxists, whatever the hell they call themselves, all sold out. As much as you hate Donald Trump, some of you out there, one thing is a statistical fact. The man was worth much less money personally after he got out of office than before. Who in U.S. government can say that? It's amazing to me. Now, this is, of course, in the summer of 2019 when they were circling the wagons and they thought for sure they were going to lose to the orange man. And things kind of turned. These things in life that come up. The COVID came up, and it turned the whole country upside down. We all know the rest of it. Many of us have an opinion on one side. Many of us have an opinion on the other. So it's going to be interesting now that they've made peace with grandma that they all sold out, except for maybe one or two of the squad members or more, but they put in their 2 cents. For all intents and purposes, they sold out, especially AOC. You know, I have absolutely no respect for AOC. I don't think she could pour water out of a boot, frankly. When she made that statement at the NPR once that said, when asked about the unemployment rate in 2018 and 2019 being the lowest unemployment rate for minorities in history of the United States, this mental pygmy, meaning AOC, who graduated from college with a minor, I believe, in economics, said, and I quote, the reason why the percent is so low is because people have 2 or 3 jobs. And the interviewer looked at her puzzled, like maybe she misspoke, and asked her again. And she said the same thing. That's who's in charge. That's who wants to be in charge. Do I really care if she's a congressional member from Queens? I really don't care. I wish to hell they would put the Trump Library in Queens where he's from. It won't happen, of course. It will be in Florida. I live in upstate New York, but I would take that trip to Queens easily to see the Trump Library. But unfortunately, it's probably going to be in Florida. I don't think there's going to be much enthusiasm for a Trump Library in Queens. But now we're going to start with and they'll say, well, that was in the past, and the book came out, and that was a couple of years ago, and blah, 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 blah. And now we have a reasonable president, and we have control of the House and the Senate. So we're all going to work together to help the American people. Blah, 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 blah. You know the deal. You know it by heart. But I just thought that was a really interesting article. And that mommy, grandma's being mean to me is pretty much what she sounds like. And for whatever it's worth, department, I wonder if this will happen to me. My understanding is a very left-leaning, I think he's a blogger or vlogger, whatever the heck he is, made some critical remarks concerning AOC on Twitter. And they shut down his Twitter page, and the federal government came and knocked on his door for criticizing AOC. So that means this piece of crap, and I'm going to say that on purpose, AOC probably lied to federal law enforcement that this man threatened me, and here they come. You make fun of me, you do anything that disparages my name, I'll say that your words are violence, and I will have all the power that the federal government can muster against you. My God, my God. Is this an isolated incident when it comes to the federal government knocking on your door for criticizing a member of Congress? I sure as hell hope so. So rather than, I started off with a really happy note, and that's kind of a downer note, but we'll see. And tune in next time as Congress turns. Until next time, folks, goodbye and good luck.